Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of Local Live on WMSE, broadcasting live tonight from Anodyne on Bruce in Walker's Point. We've got a live audience. Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. Why not? Tonight's broadcast, of course, is also being live streamed. You can watch along at WMSE.org as well as on WMSE's YouTube and Vimeo channels.
Local Live is presented by Third Space Brewing. You have your home, you have your work, but everyone needs a third space. Now please give a very warm welcome to Milwaukee's own De La Buena.
Thank you very much. This tune's part of a double song about a facial hair. We're going to play you a little bit of Con Bigote with mustache, and then we're going to Con Barba with beard. Bigote. This next one right here is called Entre tú y yo. It's going to feature Cecilio Negron Jr. on vocals. And it goes a little something like this.
De La Buena on WMSE's Local Live. We are live at Anodyne and Walker's Point. Great to have everybody down here. Thanks for coming out. And great to have you all up on stage. Could you introduce the band for us?
Gladly. Thanks for having us once again. So this fabulous band of musicians up here tonight is Dr. Mike Powers on the baritone saxophone. The one and the only Aaron Gardner on tenor saxophone and flute. Dale Elenich on trumpet. The lovely and talented Greg Garcia on trumpet. Way in the back over there, that is Kevin Christensen on drums. Joey Huepa Sanchez on bass. Right here behind me, this is Brian Rogers on guitar and vocals. The lovely and talented Bonnie Benavides on percussion. Right here on congas, that is Cecilio Negron Jr., co-founder of Buena.
On keys, musical director and manager of De La Buena, my brother David Wake. There's more, but not with us today, actually.
Yeah, we got a few members who aren't with us, but big shout out to Julio Pavon and Eric Jacobson.
Yes. Julio has graduation with his kids, right?
Yeah. And Eric had a wrestling meet in Sweden, so we can't be here.
It's always something. So we just heard, as you said, Entre Tu y Yo, which you actually wrote with some high school students you were teaching, right? Can you tell us a little bit about the story of how that song came together?
Yeah, so I was teaching some high school students at Alas High School with another great local musician who heads up the band that Kevin back there plays in, the Extra Crispy Bass Band, a guy by the name of Greg Kramer. And I was helping some of his students to get their enough credits for the GED, and we started working on songs. And they want to do some, Aerosmith and stuff like that. And I said, as long as we did it to like merengue rhythm, we could do it, among other things. But then I was teaching them montunos and stuff, and started writing this little progression that turned into Entre Tu y Yo. And so then our good friend Roman Erasinghe, who now lives in Boston, and Julio and Cecilio and I got together, and we started writing lyrics. And basically the concept of the song is basically about the differences between us not being as big as they seem sometimes, and kind of like when you're walking down the street and you just pass someone, and there's that moment of contact, and we all have a choice to just see the humanity in each other, and that's between me and you. And so, and it's finding those moments in life, let them be plentiful, passing them on, and remembering that there's much more that we have in common than we have that separates us.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful message.
Books out in August. It's a children's book.
So Dave, the band started out with the song Con Barba, which is part of your facial hair series, apparently. Can you talk a little bit about that being a subject for that song? Because it's kind of a little bit unusual.
It is. Well, I think the song started because we were doing this like commercial music session, and we had written. So we just kind of wrote some spontaneous songs. And I think that not long before that gig, we had this gig where it was like we all just cut mustaches for ourselves. So we wear beards often, and so we all did some mustaches, and some got more elaborate than others. And so we played this gig, and we went on the session. We were looking for song titles, and we had written this little ditty and we called it Con Bigote, which was the very first snippet that we played. And since that is officially, we're not going to really ever put that on an album because it's really commercial music. You may have heard it in a commercial for healthcare during the Super Bowl a couple years ago. And so I decided that I wanted to make a series out of, facial hair, because songs and facial hair, obviously. Uh, and so I started writing that song. I took some elements from that song and wrote, and that song's a very minor tune, and I basically made it major, and the other song has like a minor organ lead on it, and so I just transformed that to the horns and made it into a major tune and like wrote a big horn arrangement for it. So yeah, ear hair. There's a lot of other areas. We might have an eyebrow song coming in the series. The sky's the limit.
The sky's the limit.
Yes, yeah.
Well, all right. Well, now we're going to go into different territory. Your next song you have is called Ensalada Bembe. Do you want to lead up and tell us what that one's going to be like?
Yeah, this song basically is a song. So again, as we're all kind of old season. I don't want to say old, but let's face it. So we're a little more mature. We're well-seasoned musicians, and there's where a lot of us are teachers, and there's a little message in this song to some of our younger students that, and some younger artists that are kind of like enraptured and a little bit smitten with the age of image and kind of immediate gratification, instant gratification, and really working to look the part, but not necessarily with due diligence doing the work to fully encompass the artists that they are. And so this song basically is saying, don't celebrate victory when you're in the trenches. Do your work, and kind of it's a little bit of, the gambler, know when to run, know when to, never count your money when you're sitting at the table, all that stuff. But basically, just go about your work diligently and vigilantly, and then celebrate when the job is done. So that's Ensalada Bembe.
A good message. All right, De La Buena, give it up for them. They'll do another song.
corre. Celebra cuando se termina. Elige sus peleas sabiamente. Sabiamente. Ajá. Sabiamente. Sabiamente. Celebra cuando acaba la carrera. La batalla todavía está caliente. No reclama victoria en las trincheras. Súbete cuando se camina. Súbete cuando se corre. Celebra cuando se termina. Elige sus peleas sabiamente. Sabiamente, 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 sube de la buena. Sabiamente, 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 sabiamente.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We would love to feature right now our baritone saxophone player, Dr. Mike Powers.
Suena, Mike.
Dave, as one of the busiest bands in Milwaukee as far as playing goes, how did De La Buena weather the pandemic? Did you actively pursue writing, or did you do outdoor shows, live streams, or did you just chill out?
That's a good question. So we were pretty quiet in 2020, and I ended up doing a lot of writing. And everybody in the band is very busy and really phenomenal musicians. We collaborated on kind of like some video stuff, and then writing, and then passing some stuff back and forth. And then last year, I want to give a shout out to the Funk Wagon folks who are running the Funk Wagon, because they really kept it going during the pandemic when it was kind of desperate. And I mean, I remember the first time we saw them, we live in River West, and they came rolling down our block, and it was really refreshing to see. So we played some shows with them, and then last summer we started getting busy again. In the meantime, yeah, I have 3 kids. A lot of us have children at home, so we keep pretty busy. I gotta tell you, it was kind of nice having a little bit of a break from our very busy schedules. I actually got to see my family, which was nice. Yeah, I got to know them. Yeah, I learned their names and everything. It's great. Love you guys. Yeah, so this summer we're getting pretty busy again, and it's kind of, it's I think maybe something that was an ongoing theme for many people in the community, sort of like our busy lives with the pace of modern life and everything like that. I almost thought for a minute it was all going to slow down, and that it would be kind of refreshing to just, hey, we're not going to go back to that busy though, are we? Turns out we are. If any, spoiler alert there. Yeah, just trying to get more out of life though, right? Really appreciate what life is about and not be blinded by the pace of modern life.
Yeah.
And we're at it again this summer, super busy, and life is really busy, but it's very sweet. So, and it's great to be out here making music for this community as well, because we love you so, community, we really do. CeeLo, you got anything on that? Any thoughts on that?
No.
A man of few words, Cecilio Negron Jr. Canoes.
What do you
This song that
say?
you
Canoes? Yeah, canoes. Yeah, the river, yeah.
That's not plural for canoe either. Wait, it is actually canoes. All right, with a Z.
Next question?
This next song you've got on deck, Dante's Nightmare, this is one that you wrote at the height of the pandemic, right?
Dante's Inferno. Yeah, it was at the height of the pandemic and the height of many other things going on in our world, which I may or may not mention in the song's title. Yeah, but it is nightmare. Nightmare is an apt.
I
Is
don't
an
know
apt
where
word.
that came from.
Yeah, that's right, because that's kind of what it was.
That was good though.
I was
like
going to
that.
ask, what are some themes that you wanted to get across with this song?
The song was just, kind of just a nod to the kind of chaos of our times. It's a very kind of busy, intense, high speed. Again, sort of speaking of stuff I was just talking about the speed of modern life and kind of the dissonance of division that we all feel amongst each other in the community. I mean, if you're on one side of this line or the other side of this line, the division is so strong. And so, yeah, we're out here trying to push to remind people, like in that other song, that the division is not as big as we think it is. But in this particular tune, it was just all kind of boiling up a little bit. And so it was kind of the expression of that chaos and intensity of the time swirling around in a very intense and complex manner. That was often frustrating, I think, for a lot of people.
Sure. Well, let's have some musical therapy and catharsis through
Yes.
this song, can we?
Okay, Dante's Inferno,
Here they
coming at
are
you.
one more time. De La Buena.
Thank you all so much. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dante's Inferno. Oh, that's a workout. Hey, so it would not be the same band without my brother Cecilio and Grown Jr. right here, who we started this band together. Just an amazing human being and an incredible musician right here, and would love to just give you all a taste of this man's spirit, soul, and prowess.
Suena, sí. Ahí nada más. Uepa.
Ashe, ashe. Gracias. Thank you so much.
You are listening to De La Buena live for WMSE's Local Live. Thanks for tuning in, everyone who's listening in on the radio. Thanks to everyone who is down here at Anodyne. We've got a packed house. Lots of clapping going on in that last song. So, De La Buena, can you give us a short list of where to expect you for this summer? What are some of your key shows that you got going on?
Well, this Sunday at Locust Street Day. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check the schedule again. 1 second. Sorry.
That was the case. So, you know.
We were really looking forward to that. It's a bummer, but we understand. Let me see. I got a schedule right here for me. So we are playing shortly. We're playing at Summerfest Milwaukee World Festival on the 9th of July at the BMO Harris stage. We're playing the Musical Mondays in Lake Park on July 18th. The Colectivo Musica de Lagos series on July 21st. And then on Joey Sanchez's birthday on July 27th, we will be playing the Milwaukee River Roundup on the Funk Tune Boat, which is a really, really fun gig. We got Brady Street Festival. We're playing the Wilson Center out for Performing Arts. And then we're playing also in South Milwaukee at the end of the summer. So you can find our dates at our Facebook page. Is probably the most up to date. We'll be updating the website at least by next summer, but probably this summer. But I'd suggest checking the Facebook page or just call one of us and we'll tell you where we're playing. And we really, really appreciate you having us here today. It's been really fun. So
It has
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Our pleasure, for sure.
Yeah.
And where can people find your music if they want to just give it a listen?
Let's say that one more time. Oh,
If
where can
people-
people? Yeah, sorry, I got. So we are on all the major streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, CD Baby, Napster. You know, all those. And we have some vinyl records and some, check out our MySpace page. So we have vinyl records for sale, some T-shirts today, and CDs. And you can also check us out on the major streaming services.
Fantastic.
And we're looking to put out a live album this summer, by the way. We have the material already, so.
All right.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, that's exciting. Well, before we let you guys play us out of here, we just want to get through a couple messages here to wrap things up for our radio audience. Let you know that tonight's edition of Local Live was broadcast and live streamed from Anodyne on Bruce in Walker's Point. And Local Live is a production of 91.7 FM WMSE, produced by Aaron and myself. Audio and video engineering by Knieverland Productions, all graphics by Rock Design, band hospitality by Transfer Pizza, and Local Live is presented, as always, by Third Space Brewing. You have your home, you have your work, but everyone needs a third space. Thanks again to De La Buena for a fantastic show thus far, and to our audience for coming out. You guys are great. Give yourselves a quick hand.
And also, find upcoming guests and archives of past Local Live performances at WMSE.org. Tune in again next Tuesday at 91.7 for an interview with Dave, Kevin, Adam. And tune in more about next month's show here on July 5th. We have a surprise guest who will be our guest for Local Live at Anodyne. But in the meantime, we've got De La Buena with one more song. They're gonna lead us out with a song called Infamy.
Infamy, yes indeed.
Suénase.